Hi everybody, it's Marilyn from the Art of Yoga Project. Again, thank you so much for joining us at the Art of Yoga Project YouTube channel. We're so excited to provide you guys with some great yoga practices. So today the class theme is gonna be about self-acceptance. So just really digging into realizing that accepting ourselves is the biggest priority that we can have, not worrying about the acceptance from other people. Once we accept ourselves, then we can live more authentically and present in the moment. And then so our physical practice is going to be a gentle flow style class, and yeah, that's what we're going to be up to for this session. So let's just do a quick warm-up. We're going to do a shakeout from 3, 2, and 1. We're going to do it standing up. We're going to do head, shoulders, hands, and feet. So come to standing. Again, we're going to do head, shoulders, hands, and feet. So just kind of loosen up the joints, get comfortable, and then we're going to begin. So 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 and 1. All right, go ahead and come to seated, back to your mat. We're just gonna do a few rounds actually of breath with our shoulders. So when we inhale, we build tension in our shoulders. We're gonna bring our shoulders up to our ears. So take an inhale. Scrunch those shoulders up towards your ears. You're going to feel the tension, the hold. And when we exhale, we just completely release. And if you want, you can open your mouth and just let that, just kind of letting everything out. Okay, let's do that 4 times. So inhale, scrunch the shoulders up. Hold it at the top. Exhale, release. 3 more times. Inhale, bring the shoulders up to the top. And exhale, release. Okay, 2 more times. Inhale, shoulders up. And exhale, release. 1 more time. Inhale, shoulders to the top. And exhale, release. All right, so now that we're all warmed up, we're gonna take a moment to check in. So check in physically and mentally. So just kind of noticing how your breath is doing, how your body is feeling, and then bringing that awareness into your practice today. And then we're going to check in with our minds and kind of going with the theme of self-acceptance. So we're going to think of something, one thing that we wholeheartedly accept about ourselves. And that could take a minute. It's not easy to come up with one thing as I thought it would be. It took me about 5 minutes to finally think of something. And sometimes that could be so hard. But yeah, just take a moment to think of that one thing that you fully, wholeheartedly accept about yourself. For me, I finally came up with that I accept the pace of my yoga practice, my physical practice. I accept it because I've never been super fast paced in building up my full body strength to do like handstands, arm balances, and things like that. My yoga practice has always been a little bit more slow and about how I felt mentally and physically in my body. And that's not really normal in the yoga world. So I've accepted that about myself, and I'm fully okay with my pace. And I'll get to the handstands when I get to them. So yeah, that's what I've found that I wholeheartedly accept for myself. So I hope that you were able to come up with something. And then what I want you to do is hold that thing with you throughout our yoga practice today. Just do your very best. That's all we ask in yoga, right? And okay, so we're gonna begin. Find that comfortable place. You can cross your knees or cross your legs or come to your knees, whatever that is for you. And then you're gonna lengthen the spine here. I want you to bring the crown of your head, pull it up towards the sky. So you're feeling the alignment in your hips, allowing the shoulders to drop and soften. Palms of your hands can rest on your knees, whatever is comfortable for you. Let's take a deep inhale through the nose, fill up our chest, so feel the chest expand up and out. And then we're gonna exhale, slowly release. Very nice. All right, we're gonna inhale, bring the arms up overhead. We're gonna interlace the fingertips. We're gonna push our fingertips up towards the sky. Nice stretch. All right, and then we're gonna exhale into a twist. So we're gonna bring our left hand onto our right knee, right hand behind us. And we're twisting over to the right. And then you're gonna see if you can bring your gaze over the right shoulder here. Keeping that spine lengthened. We're gonna exhale back to center. Inhale, twist over to the left now. So right hand on the left knee. So see if you can bring your gaze over the left shoulder now. All right, inhale back to center, very nice. And we're gonna do some seated cat-cows. So how that works is you stay in your comfortable seated position, you bring your hands to your knees, and we remember our cat-cow. We inhale, and we push the chest up and out. Gaze comes up, and when you tilt your pelvis up and out, and then we exhale, we round the spine, bring the shoulders in, and bring your gaze towards your belly button. Okay, let's do 5 more rounds of that. Inhale to our cow pose, bringing the chest up and out, gaze comes up, and exhale, round the spine. 4 more times. Inhale to our cow pose, and exhale to cat, round that spine. All right, just 2 more times. Inhale, coming up to our cat pose. Exhale to cow. 1 more time. Inhale to cat pose. And exhale to cat pose. Inhale back to our neutral seated position. Again, lengthening the spine here. And then we're gonna find our way to child's pose. So bring your knees about as wide as your mat. Toes come to connect, hips to the heels, and you slowly bring your weight all the way down. Go ahead and bring your forehead on your forearms, or if you're comfortable, just allowing it to rest on the mat. Now while we're here, we're gonna breathe. So I want you to just notice your breath, and while you're here in child's pose, I want you to repeat the thing that you wholeheartedly accept about yourself. So take a breath and think of that thing and repeat it in your mind. And then we're gonna slowly bring the palms of our hands underneath our shoulders. And we're gonna come up to a tabletop position. So our wrists are gonna be below our shoulders and our knees below our hips. And then we're just gonna work on some balancing here. So you're gonna bring your right leg out, landing on your toes, and then you're gonna lift that leg up. So your toes are pointed directly down. So find your balance here. If you need some padding on this left knee that's down, go ahead and fold over the mat and add a little extra padding there, okay? So find your balance, and then see if you can lift your left arm up and out, reach in opposite directions, and feel your core activated. So our core is active here. And we're gonna hold, and then we're gonna flow. So we're gonna inhale, reach up, and exhale, tap down. Inhale, reach up, exhale, tap down. Inhale, reach up, exhale, tap down. Inhale, reach up, exhale, tap down. Inhale, reach up and hold, and exhale, tap down, gently come all the way down. And then we're gonna do that on the other side. So we're gonna bring our left leg up and out, toes pointed down. Again, find your balance. If you need to pad that knee, take care of yourself and do that. And we're gonna find our balance, reaching our right arm in the opposite direction. So reaching in opposite directions, core activated. And we're gonna flow. Inhale up, exhale, tap. Inhale up, exhale, tap. Inhale up, exhale, tap. Inhale up, exhale, tap. One more time. Inhale up, exhale, bring everything down to the mat. Very nice. All right, so we're gonna tuck our toes, and we're gonna bring our hips onto our heels, and we're gonna come into a seated position. So we're sitting on top of our heels, and our toes are tucked. So some of you might feel a big stretch in your feet. That's like if we walk a lot on our feet, we'll feel a bit of a stretch there. So don't bring so much pressure that it hurts, but just enough that it feels good, like a nice comfortable stretch, okay? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna bring our hands to the side, and we're gonna straighten out the knees, and we're gonna come into that forward fold. So folding here in our ragdoll position, grab opposite elbows, Allow yourself to just hang. Gravity's doing its work here. So don't worry about anything else, and we're gonna slowly rock from side to side. All right, and then we're gonna twist. You're gonna bring your left hand to the mat, right arm comes up. Exhale, right hand down, and the left arm comes up. Exhale, bring that hand down, bend the knees, and inhale, slowly come all the way up. Reach the arms to the sky. Give you a slight back bend here, opening up the chest. And we exhale, hands to heart center. Very nice. Let's flow through around a sun salutation. So come to the top of your mat. Hands to the side in our mountain pose. Take a breath here. And exhale, release. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale to our half lift, so you lengthen that spine. Exhale, fold forward. Hands to the mat and step back to our high plank. Remember, always an option to drop the knees, okay? Notice how your body feels today. And then we're gonna exhale, lower all the way down onto our bellies. We're gonna inhale to baby cobra. Keep those elbows in, push into the tops of your feet. We're gonna do that 2 more times. Exhale, tap the nose. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, tap the nose. Inhale, lift the chest and hold. And maybe come all the way up to full cobra if this is comfortable in your low back. All right, exhale, tap the nose, tuck our toes. See if you could push your way up through a whole plank, or you can come up to tabletop position. Toes are tucked, lift the hips up to downward facing dog. We're gonna bend the knees 1 bend at a time, walking out the dog. All right, and then we're gonna find some stillness. We're gonna take a breath, and again, I want you to come up with that thing, that one thing that you wholeheartedly accept about yourself, and repeat it to yourself in your head. So with this breath, we'll do that. Take a deep inhale through the nose, and exhale, release. Very nice, bend the knees, gaze forward. Slowly walk to the top of the mat. We'll inhale to a half lift here. Lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold forward, bend the knees. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up. And exhale, hands come to heart center. All right, so now we're gonna get into the rest of our flow of the course. So you're gonna bring your hands to your hips, and we're gonna step the right leg back. We're gonna land on the toes. So landing on the toes, and we're gonna bend that front knee. This is our runner's lunge. So our runner's lunge position. We're gonna inhale, reach the arms up. This is our full crescent lunge pose here. If you feel that your balance is wobbly, you might need to take a wider stance. And that means maybe 1 foot on one side of the mat and the other on the other side of the mat. Okay, so hips are squared here. Inhale, reach the arms up to our crescent lunge. We're gonna hold here in our crescent lunge. And then we're gonna cactus the arms, so bending the elbows. And then we're gonna flow. We're gonna inhale, reach to center. We're gonna exhale, come back up. Actually, exhale, reach to center. And inhale, come all the way back up. 1 more time, exhale, reach to center. And inhale, come all the way back up. Hands come down to the hips. We're gonna drop that right heel down, open up the hips, keep that front knee bent, arms come up, shoulders length. We're gonna hold here in our warrior 2 pose. You guys remember warrior 2? Bring your gaze over your front fingertips. All right, we're gonna hold here for a moment, and then we're gonna flow. Inhale up to our reverse warrior. So left arm up overhead. Exhale, back to warrior 2. 2 more times. Inhale, reach up overhead. And exhale to warrior 2. 1 more time. Inhale, reach up overhead. And exhale to warrior 2. Hold here, very nice. All right, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna reach our fingertips forward, and we're gonna come into extended side angle pose. So your left elbow comes inside the left knee. Reach your right arm up overhead. And we're gonna hold here, take a breath, and then drop that right arm, and then come onto the back toes. So back into our runner's lunge here. All right. And so we're gonna gently drop that back knee, untuck the toe, low runner's lunge. Inhale, reach the arms up. Square those elbows, cactus arms. And again, we're gonna flow. So inhale, lengthen the spine, chest up. Exhale, reach to center. Inhale up. Exhale to center. Inhale up. Exhale to center. Inhale up and hold. Exhale, frame your front foot. Tuck the back toe, lift that knee back up. Bring this front foot back and we're back into our high plank. All right, exhale, elbows in, slowly come down onto your belly. Okay, untuck the toes, inhale to our baby cobra. Exhale, tap the nose, tuck the toes. Push your way up to find our downward facing dog. Very nice. Let's take our breath here, and again, while we're in down dog, we'll take the opportunity to repeat to ourselves the one thing that we fully accept about ourselves. So take a deep inhale through the nose. Exhale, release. Bend the knees, gaze forward, slowly walk to the top of the mat, meeting in our forward fold. Inhale to our half lift, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold, bend the knees. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center. All right, so now we're gonna do all that on the other side. So we're gonna bring our hands to our hips. Left leg takes a large step back. We're landing on our heel, bending that front knee. Remember, the knee doesn't go past the ankle, okay? And then we're inhale, arms come up to a crescent lunge. And again, we're gonna flow here. So bending those elbows, cactus arms. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, reach to center. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, reach to center. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, reach to center. Inhale, back up. Exhale, bring our hands to our hips. Drop that left heel down to the mat. Front knee is still bent. We're opening up to our warrior two position. So I'm gonna come to face this way. All right, so we're in our warrior two position, and our arms are out shoulder length. My gaze is over my right fingertips. Holding here, and then again, we're gonna flow. We're gonna flip the front palm up. Inhale, reach up overhead, reverse warrior. Exhale to warrior two. Inhale to reverse warrior. Exhale to warrior two. One more time. Inhale to reverse warrior. Exhale, warrior two, and hold. We're gonna reach our front fingertips into extended side angle pose. So right knee on the right elbow into the right knee, left arm up overhead. Hold here for a moment. All right, exhale, bring that left arm down, square your front foot, and then come onto the back toes. Gently drop that knee. Untuck the foot. Inhale all the way up to our low runner's lunge. And again, we're gonna flow here. So cactus arms, inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, reach to center. Inhale up. Exhale to center. Inhale up. Exhale to center. Inhale up. One more time. Exhale to center. Inhale up. And exhale, frame that front foot. Tuck the toes, knee comes up, send our front foot back into our high plank. I know this is everyone's favorite. All right, so we're gonna gently drop the knees here, and we're gonna bring our hips back to our heels. So toes are still tucked. Again, you might feel a nice little stretch in your feet here. We're just gonna hold in this position. We're gonna inhale, bring the arms up overhead. So if you guys can see me, I'll come this way. Might see me a little bit better. Inhale, bringing the arms up overhead. Palms come to facing up, a nice stretch. And exhaling over to the right. Inhale to center, exhaling over to the left. Inhale to center, exhaling over to the right. Inhale to center, exhaling over to the left. Inhale to center, exhale, gently drop your hands down. So now we're gonna come onto our hips, extend your legs out, And we're gonna come into a forward fold in our staff pose. So you can always bend your knees gently. If you need, it might help with the comfortability and the pull of your hamstring. All right, so we're gonna place our hands to the side. Lengthen that spine, so if you feel yourself folding over, shoulders are close to the ears, see if you can lengthen your spine, allow the shoulders to soften. All right, inhale, reach the arms up overhead. And exhale, start to fold forward. So this is my place. This is as far as I can fold. I'm gonna drop my hands down onto my ankles. And now I'm gonna allow my spine to round down and my head comes towards my knees. So while we're here, again, we're gonna take this opportunity to think of that thing that you wholeheartedly accept about yourself. So as we breathe, we're gonna think of that thing. So take a deep inhale through the nose and exhale, release. 2 more times. Inhale through the nose and exhale, release. 1 more time. Inhale through the nose and exhale, release. All right, inhale, slowly come all the way up. Very nice. So now we're gonna come into Shavasana. I know this is everyone's favorite. So allow your back to fully meet your mat. Allow your feet to fold open like a book, and then you can place your arms to the side, palms facing up. If you're more comfortable, maybe placing your hand on your belly, one hand on the belly, one hand over the heart. Maybe a soft gaze or closing the eyes. Breathing here, just find your natural breath, allow it to flow. And then while we're here in Shavasana, let's take a moment to ask ourselves some acceptance questions. So we asked ourselves earlier, what's one thing we wholeheartedly believe in and accept about ourselves? Let's think of something that we maybe don't fully accept about ourselves. You might notice that it's so much easier to come up with a long list of things that we just don't accept about ourselves. And maybe the point of this exercise is to notice that that's not exactly the way we want to live our lives. We want to make it so it's easier to find the things we accept about ourselves rather than it's easy finding the things that we do not accept about ourselves. So take that thing that you don't accept about yourself and just imagine your figure. And imagine yourself hugging your shoulders, wrapping your arms around your shoulders, taking that thing that you don't accept about yourself and giving it love, holding it tight, and exhale, releasing your hands, reaching your arms up to the sky and letting it go. So every time we think of something that we may not fully love or accept about ourselves, seeing if we can imagine ourselves letting that thing go, physically letting it go. Again, noticing your natural breath, let's ask ourselves, think of someone in your life that you fully accept for who they are. Anyone in the world. Just everything about them you fully accept. You wouldn't change one thing. And now think of someone who fully accepts you for who you are. Now in your mind, imagine yourself and that person. Imagine them in your mind, their figure, what they look like, the image that you have. Bring them together for a hug. Wrapping your arms around each other, feeling your heartbeats. A nice smile on your face. going to gently wake up the body. We're going to start with a gentle wiggle of the toes and the fingertips. We're going to bring one knee in at a time towards our chest. We're going to roll over to the right and just cradle your head with your right arm. Taking a moment to pause. Slowly push your way all the way up. Come into a comfortable seated position, maybe a soft gaze. We're going to inhale, sweep the arms up, reach them towards the sky. Palms connect, exhale, hands to heart center. Maybe a low bow of the head. Again, keeping a soft gaze, or maybe if you're comfortable, closing your eyes fully. Taking a breath here. And again, thinking of that thing that you wholeheartedly accept about yourself. Maybe making a conscious effort every day to come up with something new that we wholeheartedly accept about ourselves. One last breath together. Deep inhale through the nose. Open the mouth, exhale, release. I thank you guys so much for joining me today, and namaste.